Morning. Good morning, everyone. How you all doing? Come on in. Come on in. So it's my birthday week. I'm pretty excited, pretty stoked. Got a lot of things going on. So have a trip planned. So there's a lot of good stuff going on, you all. Birthday week. I hope everybody is doing well. Mm, this coffee is so good. So it'll be my birthday week, you all, and on the 21st of March. I will actually be turning 56, 4 years from 60. Yeah. Anyway, you all, yesterday was my cousin's funeral, homegoing service, rather. And thank God for Messenger and FaceTime. I had a chance to see cousins who I haven't seen since 12th grade. And it's really good to see people. What's going on here? Okay, it's really good to see people. So thank God for technology. But I'm gonna say this, you all. So I have a friend who was actually at the funeral, and they are like 1 year older than I am. They are 57 right now, and let me tell you, lifestyle change is no joke. And thank God for getting the weight down. Thank God for taking care of the skin and the teeth. Because even though this friend is 57, they look about 67. And that drinking and smoking, I'm telling you, it's okay when you're younger. It's really not okay when you're younger. It's really not okay at all. But, when you're younger, you have youth on your side. But when you get older, that stuff ages you extremely quickly. That drinking ages you extremely quickly. And I was just, I was just like, wow. Um, yeah. So you all take care of your bodies, take care of yourself. And see, this is what I tell people. It's not trying to stay young forever. It's just maintaining what you have. It is really maintaining what you have. And you got to be good stewards over this temple. No joke. You only get one here on earth. So treat it right. And, that's what I tell people. But other than that, you all, it's been really a good morning. I still have my relatives here. They are leaving tomorrow. Really, they just was driving through, and I was the halfway point between California and Florida. So hopefully they have a safe trip. I'm glad that I could, help them out so they didn't have to pay for a hotel or anything. And then that's another reason why I have my home, because I know that family members, people are traveling, and it saves them money. That's what family does. We want to try to help our family out. And this is like the third time that I've done this, where I have family members traveling from out west or going out west. And I was able to host them because San Antonio is kind of that middle way between California and Florida. So it's always a blessing to help people. So thank God for that. So, but thank you all for riding with me. Um, been very peaceful evening. I've been watching the news a great deal, so I'm going to speak a lot about the news. So you'll be hearing that soon. In the meantime, A lot of people was like, "What's going on with Castro Cannon? Why did Castro Cannon come to your channel?" Because Castro want to fight. Castro want to get a rise. He came up here. He came up on my channel to do that. And again, you look at Castro. Castro, you're much too intelligent to be doing stuff like that. And like I said, we know what you were trying to do. It is what it is. And I wish you the best. I wish you the best. So those are my words to him. I wish you the best. So yeah. Mm. Anyway, you all. Oh, this traffic is getting really bad. When I first moved to San Antonio, you all, it was very, very moderate as far as traffic and people coming. And I don't know if the prices have gone up so much in California that people are moving here, but baby, these streets are packed. Um, and people are coming to Texas like in droves. So I used to be able to get from here to 35 without a problem. Now it is just traffic, traffic, traffic. Mm. So what's going on, you all? What's happening? Mm. Amia, thank you so much. I appreciate Amia R4H. I hope I got that right. Thank you. You know what, you all? It is. You know what? It's just good to be alive. Every day above the ground is a good day to be alive, and every birthday is a great birthday. So again, getting ready for the 56. I'm looking forward to it. Got some things planned. Be out of town for a bit. A surprise going on. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if I'm gonna come online for my birthday this year. I really don't know, y'all. Let me tell you something. I am so, like, should I do it? Should I not? So yeah, I want to give a shout out to the Spurs, baby. They are playing basketball. Do you hear me? Them French black men are playing basketball. It's really interesting because the Spurs get a lot of their basketball players from foreign countries. So shout out to the Spurs. But thank you for those pre-birthday wishes. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know we're not going. I don't think we're going out to eat because, believe it or not, you all, um, I just don't do restaurants like that anymore. I do it for the taste, for the experience, the ambiance, but that's about it. Um, yeah, somebody wanted to go to a seafood buffet in San Antonio. I'm like, I can't. First of all, I'm not a major seafood fan, but buffets don't do it. I mean, because again, I'm going to waste money. Yeah, so just don't do it. Maybe they building these roads like crazy in San Antonio. Hold on for a minute. Look at this. Look at this. They just building. I mean, everything looked like just ribbons in the sky, just crossing over, crossing over. Maybe they are building these roads left and right. My. And so with all the construction going on, they will close I-35 down to one lane. And so you got a major north-south corridor that you're closing, and then they're doing the same thing with Interstate 10. And I'm like, how you closing Interstate 10 down to one lane? And then in some cases, they're even making people go on the side road. So I don't know what's going on, but I hope they hurry up and finish all of this building. They need to build some light rail. This is what happens when your state is so energy dependent and so automobile focused that they don't ever consider light rail, which is very valuable to cities. Y'all, Norfolk, Virginia has light rail. Norfolk, Virginia, Virginia Beach, out of all places, have light rail. And I'm going to tell you how it really works in that area. When I went to homecoming this year, I parked my car in Virginia Beach, took the train to Norfolk, and then took the train right on back. It helped the school with the parking. It helped the area as far as congestion. And I mean, if nothing else but for college homecomings, the train pays for itself, especially in ridership. So I don't know why San Antonio won't do this. And this is why a lot of companies will not move here, because they want their employees to be able to access light rail. And they really consider, the universities, the transportation system. San Antonio has buses for days, but that's about it. What's up, Jules? Jules, I just got my coffee, baby. I can't look. I don't do oatmeal. I used to do it at McDonald's. I used to get the oatmeal with hot water in it. I didn't get the brown sugar. I didn't allow them to put any cream in it. And that's great. But I guess it wasn't profitable. So McDonald's cut it. Everything in McDonald's is fried and have sugar. They don't have anything healthy. They don't even have salads anymore. So yeah. Thank you, D Miss O. What's going on? Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. How you doing, D Miss O? D Miss O, has mess been going on? Somebody asked me, am I familiar with what's going on with Lemon? I told them, baby, I can't tell you. I can't tell you what's going on. Somebody said somebody talking to somebody daddy. Girl, I'm like, what these people doing? I'm like, what these people doing? Is it really that serious? I'm back. Pray for you, daddy. Pray for you, daddy. So they say people daddy done got in the act. Baby, everybody want to be a star. And you know what? Let me tell you the really interesting part of this. You say it's a mess. Yes, it's my birthday week this week. Excuse me. So let me tell you what's really tragic. These people were YouTube friends, and now they are just mortal enemies. Tell you ain't no friends on YouTube, just subcontractors. But like I said, it only takes a moment for people to start doing this. Now, I will say what I am noticing. I'm hearing, I don't look at them, really, I don't, but I'm hearing a lot of rumbling, and a lot of people feel that RNY TV is being used to push Envy's channel, but the same can't be said for him pushing her. And a lot of people feel that she is really a major contributor to the success of his channel. but yet she's getting nothing out of it. And a lot of people are noticing that, and that's really interesting. Like I said, I don't watch them, but I like Rennie TV, and she seems really intelligent, like she knows how to handle herself. But the people are saying that she's investing a lot in him, and so yeah, and he gives really nothing. So interesting, but like I said, we'll see what happens. Because I'm gonna say this: there's a couple of things when you work well with people, and when people tend to be getting along. The YouTube streets have a way of trying to separate people, and they will find any little thing to try to crack that patina, and that's what they do. They celebrate you when you start, and then they celebrate you harder when you break up. And I think that's the nature of this beast. And so I'm watching, 'cause like I said, I don't really know. She seems like a smart young lady, so it seems like she would have an exit strategy, but that's what people will do. People will do that kind of stuff. It's always, well, let me try to pry them apart. Let me sow a seed of gossip here and sow a seed of gossip there to see if we can break this up. Because she's there because she wants to be there. Obviously, she's getting something from it as well. But I just do know that there is talks about her and RNY TV. And to be honest, I like Rennie TV. I just don't like Envy. That MU thing kind of soured me on him because now the man have a clean house. Hey, that house was clean, baby. Them blinds was clean. I'm like, okay, this person's clean. That kitchen was clean. I'm gonna give him that. Okay, I ain't taking away cleanliness from nobody. So I was like, okay. But what really bothered me is when all of a sudden the footage of MU seeming like she was having a difficult time surfaced, and I'm like, man, you using this lady for content like this, and that kind of soured me on him because again, that lady was at a vulnerable state, and you were exposing her at her most vulnerable moment, and so that kind of like, and so I'm like, well, if you did that, then that's it. Okay, what was it good? Was it good? Was it a good documentary? I didn't know she was doing that, but is it a good documentary? Is it good? Did it seem truthful? I didn't know. I got a documentary now. Really? So was it good? Liberian girl, tell me, was it good, girl? What was it about? What was it about, Liberian girl? Did it get a lot of views? Did it get a lot of views? Now I hope nobody ain't doing no documentary and it ain't nothing but 10 people over there. Girl, okay, so did it seem good so far? Did it get a lot of views? Because if you're gonna use my name, please get some views. Well, it's gonna be 3 parts. Okay. Well, I hope that works out for her. I hope that gets her back into the sector. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Myra. I mean, really, I hope that get her back in the sector. I haven't been checking that lady since she came on, trying to act like somebody owe her some money. Baby, I had left that lady alone. It looked like footage of you and her in Atlanta. Okay, that's good. I hope it gets some views. I hope it help her with her financial stability. Yeah, I don't know what she survived I mean, I didn't slap her. I didn't assault her. I just showed up and chilled out, and yeah, that was about it. But I don't know what she's surviving because it wasn't nothing harsh. Okay, I'm a dude surviving liars, surviving gaslighters because so. But anyway, I hope it's a good documentary. I hope she get a more than I hope she get 1,000 people or more. I didn't know that was going on. Okay, well, tell me how it was. All that is a cry for attention, and I guess the person want me to go look at it and respond. I'm really not interested. Like I said, like Shelley said, when somebody stabs you in the back, take that same knife and cut ties. And that was that. I really that really resonated with me. You know, because they already have done something to you that is harmful because they really don't see it for you, and they will flatter you and they will do all that they can, and then they'll do it again. And so again, I'm kind of done. You know, we she already lied about some stuff, and it's really interesting that you meet these people and you really have a good time, but I guess because they need content, they start doing stuff. And this is not the first time of her doing something like this. So, I'm just really not interested in what she got going on. And like I said, I'm planning to do some new things, and she's just not in those plans. She's just not in those plans. But I hope that documentary works out for her. I hope it works out for her. I'm not even mad about it. You can't even be upset about it. You can't even be upset about it, y'all. So I hope it works out. Anyway, what else is going on? I didn't know that, but thank you, Liberian girl. Just let me know how it was. Surviving Jay Wilson. Okay, okay, baby. It's like, what went on? And this is why you make yourself very clear on what you're going to do because I've been upfront. Don't have to lie to people. Let people know what's going on and what's happening. Even for that competition that we have, people said a lot, but it was cut and dry. It was upfront. This is what we're going to do. This is what I'm going to do. And guess what, y'all? People still participated. And what amazed me were the people saying, well, I didn't know that many people actually did banners. I didn't know that all them people did that. Yes, they did. And the reason why it worked, you all, is because it's something different. It's not copying off of folk. It's doing something different, you know? And yeah, so it happened. And it didn't take too much. It wasn't really a major type of competition, you know? It was very bare bones. It did what it did, and that was it. Work harder. Y'all, some of y'all working harder, not smarter. I'm gonna work smarter, not harder. That's just me. Everybody's different. So, Liberian Queen, I hope everything works out. Work smarter and not harder. That's my whole thing. But you gotta work. That's the whole thing. You gotta work. Come on, car. Are you turning? Okay, good. Give me a minute, y'all. Give me a quick minute. I see you, D Miss O. I'm gonna bring you up. What's up, D Miss O?
Surviving Jay Wilson, shoot. Did they have interviews from different people, other victims?
Girl, I don't know. I just heard about it.
Did Brian do an interview?
I'm like, okay. I
Castro,
mean, I don't know
Tommy.
what they surviving, huh?
Maybe Tommy showed up in the cameo.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out, girl. I'm like, surviving Jay Wilson. I'm like, what's going on? You know, she had like
Dang,
somebody,
Jay Wilson.
baby, she had like somebody had her locked up in a room or something like Diddy.
Right. I'm finna say you joining the illustrious few. R. Kelly, Diddy, T.I. about to get him one. You up there with the great, with the stars, honey.
I know, girl. I'm like, okay. I'm like, where did this come from? I didn't even know it was going on.
Well, I can't
Did
wait
you
to see
know it
this
was
cinematic
happening, D Miss
production.
O?
I can't wait to see this production. Has it premiered yet?
I don't even know. I think Liberian Girl said it has, but I didn't even
Oh,
know
I must have
about it
missed
because
it.
again, hopefully this helps her out because she's been trying
Yeah.
to get back in the beef sector for the longest.
Yeah, it might have got 1,000 over there in the chat. I must have been busy that day in another chat. Didn't even know how to.
Shirley, hold on for a minute. What's her name? What's her name? Is it Fly Uchi? What's her name?
Yeah, Fly Uchi.
Let me see what it's doing. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, let them numbers. I always attend all the most popular lives now. I can't believe I've been slipping on my pimping. Good morning, everyone. This is happy birthday week to Jay Wilson. On Saturday, Jay Wilson will turn, I think, what, 56, right? Oh, he getting up there. This is his birthday week, so we going to do to him big this week. We're going to celebrate Pastor all week over here because his birthday on a Saturday, so he might have plans. I don't know when he going to celebrate with us, but we'll see. Let's see. Who in the chat? A trilogy. Uh-oh, we got two more parts. Shoot. A three-part series. Did he get three? Pastor getting three parts. I'm excited for the cameos. Y'all think Tommy gonna do an interview? And then I don't know. Maybe they can get Rico to do one. Rico, you better make sure you get your coins. If anybody wants you to do any kind of surviving documentaries, you make sure you get your coins. Okay? And nothing
Girl,
for free.
I went over there. It's about 48 people who done looked at it now. Y'all go help that lady out.
They said it's a
Maybe
three
go,
part.
girl, go help that lady out because it's about 40 people. It's
Oh
about
no.
40 people who done went over there help that lady out. You know, it's sad. And can I say what's sad? It's sad when you making a surviving about me, but I gotta promote your shit because your stuff ain't even over 50 people viewed it yet. That pisses me off. Cause you should be able to get, if you're gonna put my name in it, at least get some views. So y'all go help niece out and go watch it, please. Go watch niece and go help her out because she's trying to get back in the setting so bad. Y'all go help her out. Go help her
Mm.
out. I'm like I said, I'm not watching it because I don't really have any back and forth with her. But it seems like she need the money. Go help her out.
Well, Pastor, they say this is a part one of three parts.
So are they gonna talk about surviving how we sold and moved the makeup kits when nobody was moving them? Are
That
we gonna
might be
talk
in
about
part
that?
two. That might be in number two.
Yeah. So again, we gonna talk about the makeup kits and talk about all of this stuff. I mean, I'm just saying because you know it's sad. It's the ones you help the most that does the most crazy crap. And like I said, nobody went seeing it for Heidi after that Nicole Tyler situation. Nicole had her looking like okay, she's not a woman of her word. But again, we've done nothing but help Heidi. So I don't know what's going on with her, but I hope everything works out for her. And that's all I can say. But please go over there and click that link so she can get some views. Because it seems like she is struggling over there. And I don't want my name to be on something that ain't getting no views. So could y'all please go help her out and go click over there?
Yeah, we'll make sure to promote her over there because I know 48 is dismal. I need my name to be up in lights a little bit more than 48.
Okay. Yes. Somebody said Tom better be worried about tomorrow court day. Oh yeah.
Oh, he got
Oh,
a court date
okay.
tomorrow. Lemon court date tomorrow too.
Maybe the 16th. It's on the 16th. That's right.
What's this about the 16th got all the people in the courts?
That's what it looked like, D Miss O. Somebody
Mm.
said, why she still bothering you? We don't even mention her over there. We don't. But again, it helps her. And I didn't even know she had made a documentary. But y'all go over there and help her because I went over there and it was about 48 people. And I don't like that. And you know what I'm saying? Go help her out. Go help Niece out. And just let Niece know that I sent y'all over there to help her out. Say, hey, Jay Wilson sent me over here to help you out. Because we really want this to help her out. Seems like she needs attention.
Mm.
So what's been going on? I heard somebody daddy is getting in the fight now. And I don't watch it, Demons. Oh, but see, stuff like this be like for real though.
It's mamas, daddies, $30 evictions. It's so much stuff that's
$30
happening over there with them young
eviction.
people. Child, Audio said Nia got the girl Mia Magical Girl was got evicted over $30, child. I don't believe that's true because if that was because honey, you can go outside and twist a little bit and do some few strange
I get
things for
$30.
$30 is nothing. You can go out there and do a few little, peculiar things for some change like that. Not no strange even for $30. I hope that ain't true.
Y'all, Heidi is doing a documentary on me. It's called Surviving Jay Wilson, but she's struggling a little bit to get some traction. So I'm trying to help her out. Could y'all please just go over there and click on the link and help Niece out? Because Niece is trying to get my attention. I'm really not interested in fighting with Niece. Let her do what she want to do. But my thing is, you got my name on this, and I want you to get at least to 100 people. Because, baby, it was like I said, it was like 48 people over there. I'm like, that's all you can muster up, 48 people? And that thing done been on for hours?
Mm, not hours and hours.
So
But
go help her out and say, Jay Wilson sent me over here to help you out. Because Niece really wants some attention. And we always helping her out. We helping her selling her makeup. We helping her, back in the day when her son didn't know how to close that Ziploc. We've been helping her with that. Girl, we just been helping her. And it seems like we always helping her. Jesus. So anyway, but so they said that Mia got evicted for 30. And my thing is, how did she get into this fight? I don't even know who Mia is.
she
I have
carried
not
a
even laid
bone. They
eyes
say
on.
she carried a bone and told Lemon that VS was talking about him, which started all his problems with VS. So Lemon confessed last night that she was the one who gave him that bad bone, which made him cuss out VS, and then that made him
Mm.
at work.
So maybe Lemon need to step back from Mia because maybe Mia is just like these trolls who always try to start stuff, sending $1 talking about some. They talking about you bad over here. So maybe he needs to step back from people because again, as Hutchinson summed it up so good, when people stab you in the back, take that same knife and cut ties. They get mad when you take that same knife and cut ties. And that's what you got to do because it seems like her presence on YouTube and what she's doing is evident. So yeah. And I'm just saying, you all, I don't know the lady, but
Me
from
neither.
what D Miss O is telling me, that she's a part of the group. She's a part of the group. And sometimes these women who are attractive, I guess, and they blind people because people don't think that they could do something like that. And those are the main ones who will take you out.
Right. Well, he brought her back out because she had been handling things offline. So he brought her back out. She did like a 5 hour live. I didn't see it, but I think
I
it's
don't
on
even know who
members
she is.
only. Yeah, I think it's on members only now. But that's happened. And then, well, you know about RNY and her threats and from Lemon and though that big old thing. Like RNY did her first live on her own channel.
So did the people go over? Because I was
Oh
just
yeah,
looking.
we came over. It was she had about like four something like steady. Yeah.
Well, that's good because again, a lot of people felt that Envy was just sucking all the life force out of her for his platform. So I'm glad that she's doing well on her platform, and I'll probably go over and support her. I just can't support her with him after what he did to MU. And it's not about the ring because baby, we don't know if that ring is lost. So
Oh Lord, that
that
right.
don't that ain't even a big thing to me. It was him showing that footage of her looking like she was relapsing or having some issue, and I just like, wow, at her most vulnerable moment, that's when you do it, and when people can do that, it just tells you a lot about them. So yeah,
Well, I
so
don't
for
know if
that
she's gonna
reason,
go
no.
live frequently because they asked her would she commit to at least once a week, and she said, I don't know about that. But I think that because I think she's still co-hosting, I think she likes doing that. So I say, hey, it's YouTube, it's the you and Tube. If that's what you like, I mean, do what you like to do on YouTube. I mean, if you don't want to do your channel, you like going over there. I mean, she's grown and fully capable of making decisions. So
Yeah.
if that's
I
what
agree
she
with
likes.
you. I agree with you. You do it. I just know what the people were saying, but it's just really interesting that she goes by herself. So at least she's tested the waters to know that if she needs to do her own thing, that there's an audience and she can do it.
Lolo was up there, helped her with a stream yard. She controlled the stream yard for us so she can concentrate on the commentary and letting us know about the threats from Lemon. I think it's out of her hands now because I think it's the report and the different agencies are involved. So we
So
we
she actually did a police report on him.
right.
Ooh, Jesus.
So
Mm,
I mean, because and she played the threat, so we got to hear it. Those who hadn't
mm.
heard it got to hear it. And
I'm
then
telling you, they plan to take Lemon out. And the sad part about Lemon is he just doesn't get it. And he always feels that he has something to prove to these people, which you don't. I mean, I had Castro to click on my channel talking a lot of mess. I'm like, you want to take a train down here to San Antonio and tell me in my face? I'm not going to do that. Then I said, well, shut the hell up. I said, because if you're not going to come down here to say what you say to me face to face, then you just talking a bunch of yang. So again, I know he wasn't coming down here, but everybody takes threats differently. And with all of this stuff going on, you got to really be careful. And so,
right.
yeah.
Because you
Child
just
Castro
never
called
know.
himself checking me, but he couldn't check Tommy. And I mean, that's what I was saying. I told him you should have been using all that energy when he was clubbing you upside the head with that steering wheel lock. You should have been focusing on that and getting all that bravado for that when he was beating you with that broomstick. And you can tell Tommy is a bully because I'm gonna tell you what, that hallway with that man showed
Yeah,
a different story.
different indeed.
Very different. So, yeah. So I just thought that was very interesting. But did you see Wiley? And he
Mm,
posted that fume of his grandmama.
mm,
Did you see it, Demons? Oh,
yes. Wiley is unhinged, child. I thought he was well, but I don't think he's well.
first of all, he ain't well mentally and he ain't well physically.
Mm,
Okay, baby. When I was telling you, he looked like Barney over there with that purple, and them titties were flapping. Now, don't get me wrong. Now they say I got titty me, but baby, hey, child, baby, and then, okay. So it's not the funeral that
you're
bothered
tired.
me because it seemed like a Pentecostal funeral. I've seen homegoing services like that, so that's nothing new. The only thing that kind of took me out was when Uncle got in that seat and started preaching in that office seat. Okay, so they kept on saying go to the seat at 17, and I saw the office chair there, but I didn't think nothing of it. But baby, hey, Uncle was preaching in that chair. He said, "I ain't standing up." So I mean, that's the only different thing. But what really got me was that Wiley would share something that that
Personal.
personal
Yeah.
with these people on YouTube. And I can understand if he put it on his Facebook page, or his family did it, or a close friend did it for the people who may not be able to come to the service. I can understand that. But why share it with YouTube? What was that about? You know what I'm saying? Why did you have to do that? And that's where I was saying that, if you can't even respect your grandmama in death, we know you can't respect nobody else. And again, that's where that trust comes in because Wiley is so diabolical that he would do anything for that click and a view.
Yeah, you got to have a limit, and I think that's past the limit.
It's very much past the limit. And I don't think that even bothers him. I don't even think that it registers to him. You know, you had other people. You had your uncle. You had all of those people who were participating in that program. Do they know that they have been exposed on YouTube and that these
No.
people might dox them and all that? They don't know that. And I don't think that, I mean, and this is the thing. I think that the church was streaming it probably on their website or their Facebook page for those people who could not go, who wanted to pay their respects virtually. But
Right.
I know, and see, I only found out because somebody did email me that information, but they didn't email me the 2 hour 17 clip, which made a lot of sense when I was seeing what he did. And I'm like, man, and I'm gonna tell you, again, everybody think that Jay, you always be picking on Rico, but I'm gonna give Rico a word of advice. Rico, it's not gonna end well because this man is a user and he's always looking for a viral moment.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you something. When he went to Walmart, that was extremely dangerous because you know you a black man, you over 6 foot tall, you over 300 some odd pounds, talking about you have a device. He could have been unalive right there. That was dangerous. It was
Very.
dangerous for him to do that library situation. But I don't know if you saw him at the airport and he was touching people's bags and stuff, and that man almost
Oh
knocked
no,
his
I
block
missed
off.
that.
Oh my God. He was at the airport acting like he trying to help people put their bags in the trunk, and he was talking all crazy at the airport.
The
And I'm like, what
heck?
is wrong? And so my thing is this. If you're seeing this, and I said, you know, he really mental, but I know he's far gone. When you show up at your grandmama's funeral and everything has to be televised on YouTube, I'm like, that's not content. That's
Them
a
people probably didn't even want him
celebration.
around the damn darn funeral. They probably would have been happy if he hadn't came.
Well, somebody had to, because I know he didn't do it on his own. Because word on the curve is that he's been struggling. I don't know. I don't follow him, but somebody had to pay for the plane ticket. I'm sure he stayed with somebody. But to do all of that, Demas, oh, to your grandmama, I mean, your grandmama can't even be respected in death. So if he can't
Right.
even respect his grandmama in death, Rico, why do you think you're going to be respected in life? When people will do that to their own family, they don't give a shit about you. And I hope you get that, because nobody ain't trying to ruin your love life or what you think you got going. But this man is going to use you, and it's going to be some type of drama because he ain't coming with the right intent. And again, Rico, New York is expensive. He ain't coming to he ain't coming to visit you because he want to see you. He need a place to stay, just like DC.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing changed.
Yeah, I
He
don't.
came
That's
all
a
the way to
bad
DC.
combination.
Let me tell you something. He came all the way to DC. He spent enough time with Rico, but when everybody got there, he showed his true colors. Rico's sitting there making that dinner for him. And he didn't even have the decency to sit down for a little bit and enjoy it. He went right on with that other person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you think anything is going to be different? He's going to do the same thing again. So, but we'll see, because Rico is very giddy and adamant about that. And I'm like, okay, but hey, that's me. You right, Demon. Oh, people grown, they do what they got to do. But I'm going to sit back and watch. It's going to be interesting. Again, my departure is not until about Labor Day, but I'm watching.
Yeah, I heard you talking about the other day. So you really are giving up the B set the content at after the Labor Day thing.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep my channel. But I'm going to branch out in probably about 3 areas: politics, church news, and health and wellness. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
education. I might do education with the politics. We'll see. But I just think that it can serve people a little bit better. What's up, just trying to figure it out. I think it can serve people. Okay, Jay Parrish, I think it can serve people a little bit better. Because again, we can learn from these people's mistakes on YouTube, but it's just, I don't know. We celebrate this. We celebrate tragedy. We celebrate poverty. We celebrate this. And I don't know if it's because these people make us feel better or make us feel good inside. I don't know why people do that. We celebrate alcoholism. We celebrate women abuse. We celebrate colorism. But when it comes to people getting their degrees, when it comes to people getting promoted on the job, when it comes for people trying to better their lives, whether it's recovery or what have you, we don't do that. And we always look for the worst. And so I'm like, okay, it's time to move on. I can understand Oprah wanting to do something different and getting away from the Ricky Lake. And I've done it long enough. So yeah, it's time to move on. Now, one thing I'm not going to do is denigrate the sector and talk about how bad these people are and all of that. Because again, it served me. It served me. And I've met these people, a lot of them. And for the most part, the people are good people for the most part. I can't say it for
Yeah.
all of them, but for the most part, they're good people.
Yeah, I don't like it when they take that route and they just go on and talk about how low and bad, like they had never been part of it. But I know you'll be fine because you can carry an audience about any subject, and you don't need a panel and all of that to carry one. It will be a loss a little bit not to hear your commentary on some of the foolishness, but I know you will be able to carry because we all listen to you, regardless of what you're talking about. So
Yeah, and let me say this, if the beef sector was giving, but it ain't giving nothing. It
yeah,
seems like it's a lot of things going on, but it's a lot of nothing. It seems like a lot of stuff is or it's not organic. It seems like a lot of stuff is manufactured. And then when it hits the fan and goes left, that's when it becomes organic. But my thing is it's so dark now, and people don't roast and gag. It's not funny. It's just like you sit in awe and say, are they really doing that? Are they really trying to destroy this person? Are they and you just look and say, wow. And it's like, And when you look at how many brown people are being destroyed by the government alone, when you see how these people are systematically trying to put things in place to really push back all of that progress from people of color, it's like, I can't sit here and do it either. I'm like, I
mm-hmm.
can't sit here and do it either. I mean, I can, but when I do it, again, we'll laugh about it, but I'm not going to the point of the abyss. And I think
Right.
that it's really interesting. People were talking about the Brian situation and all of this stuff. And I'm sitting back like, I don't have anything against that man, but you don't have to lie about your situation. And again, he's talking about somebody want to hurt him and see him down. Nobody really cares. I don't. I hope he does the best that he can do. But if
Mm-hmm.
you think I'm sitting here watching and wondering what you doing next, I'm not. I'm I'm not. And truth be told, quiet be kept, we really didn't mention him when he was out and away. Nobody ain't say nothing to him. And I think that scares people when people don't mention them or they don't say anything. And it's like they gotta do something to spark conversation or do something to have a reason to make a video. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that's a lot of that is going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to get back, yeah, and because I don't know what y'all ain't even had no interaction, so I never can tell what Brian be mad about sometimes, especially when it ain't been no interactions over here. He ain't had no live about him or no interactions in a while.
The only thing that was said was Jay Wilson. Hershey came up and said he was talking about your cousin and your friend, and he
Right,
went really dark. And I'm like, for real? And I didn't know because I didn't see it. And he said Hershey was lying. He said Hershey's not telling the truth. So he was really attacking Hershey. And then the people start saying, yes, you did say it. And then somebody said, yeah, you deleted the video. So after all of those people started saying it, then he came up. And I guess he thought he was being a comedian talking about something. Did you get an email? And I'm like, okay, I guess that's supposed to be funny. But my thing is, it's not what you really said about my cousin or my friend who you don't know. So it really didn't affect me. It was that you are a chronic liar. And I'm
Right.
like, you sat there and lied. And I told him, put the video back up. Don't worry about me. If you know that you didn't do anything wrong, put the video back up. It's not going to affect me. I'm not going to go watch it, but put the video up. It's the line. And again, the line for Seattle. The line, it's just all of these lies. And it's like, who's going to show up? You know, who's going to show up next? So I'm really not bothered by that. But again, you're right. We didn't even mention him over here. Everything was pretty much quiet. And then, of course, Hershey brought that up. But the only thing I asked him was, hey, was it true? Because I didn't know if it was true or not. I didn't see it. But now you mad because you told a lie and you got caught in your lie because the people say you lied and then you came up and you had to admit that you lied. Now you mad? I don't get that, Demas. I don't get that.
Right. And then and when you delete it, people gonna see it. Like I don't know why people think that you on live. Of course, people gonna see it. Mm.
Yeah, yeah. And I can understand Honest Road pushing back because again, nobody wants to deal with that uncertainty. Nobody wants to deal with those ebbs and flows. You always up and down. You always up and down. And it's like you don't know who you're gonna get from day to day. You know, you don't know if somebody's gonna come at you wrong or be shady and stuff. And see, I will say this. I'm a fair person. Uppity came on my panel yesterday and we had a darn good conversation.
Yeah, I saw some of the conversation. She was showing you her stuff in her new apartment.
Yeah, and my thing is, I'm not gonna be shady with Uppity because Uppity won't shady with me. And again, somebody tried to say, "Ooh, Jay, you trying to be shady?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not." And Uppity was like, "I know when he's trying to be shady," and I didn't take it that way, which it wasn't that way. But again, that's when people always trying to have you fight with people, which I'm not. Um, and then they want to talk about up at the house. I'm like, well, I don't know what happened 3 minutes ago, but all I can see is her daughter's closet is organized. The floor was shining, baby. That floor was shining. And the apartment was clean. So why am I going to go and talk about how dirty the apartment was while I'm sitting there looking at a clean apartment? And my thing is, I don't have to fight with uppity. And people don't understand. If you give me a grown person conversation, we'll have a grown person conversation, you know. And I think people think I'm stupid when I realize that they're trying to have a moment. And that's why I had to kick Castro off yesterday, because Castro was trying to have a moment.
Yeah, what's going on with you and Castro? He was on his channel going off, and I'm like, what in the hell that happened?
Was it after he clicked on my channel or before?
After. It
Okay.
had to be after because it was later
So this
on.
is this is why Castro got a little angry. So I guess that court date is coming up on the 16th. But what I said to Castro is, I said to him, I said, I'm glad that you're not doing what your counterpart is doing, and you're kind of keeping quiet on this. And then he said, well, you trying to disrespect me? No, I just said what I said. And then I told him, I'm like, well, I can say what I want on my channel. If you feel some kind of way, then you can click the button and drop off. Because again, I didn't mention any of that. And let me tell you how Castro is so messy and he thinks he's slick. Castro came on here with an axe to grind with somebody. I don't know who that somebody was because he would not say a name. He always I don't want to cause no, friction, but, no, I'm not going to say a name. But you see you messy because you brought the situation up. So if you didn't really want to be messy, what you should have done is talk about them Easter baskets that you got with them tater chips and them Snicker candy bars, okay? With them shower
Oh,
curtains,
it's Easter
that
basket
plastic.
time now. Okay,
It's
yeah,
Easter
that
basket
is
time.
true.
But no, you want to bring up some female. We know it's a female, but just you don't want to say her name. And I'm like, so why did you do that? And then you want to talk about, well, I think it's disrespectful. Well, my thing is, if you bring it out, then I'm going to say, put a name on it. Don't come up here doing all of that if you ain't going to put a name on it. What's up, Sister T? Shout out to Sister T. Oh, was it Stomp Down? Okay, so again, you're not putting a name on it. I tell you what, when Stomp Down has something to say about anybody, he put a name on it. So for you, with that passive aggressive mess, I thought that was disrespectful. And then you want to come up here like somebody's disrespecting you, but you knew what you, and see, that's what Castro tries to do. And this is why Tommy clocked him upside the head. I'm not saying that that's right. But see, Castro thinks he's slick and he thinks he's passive aggressive. And what he really wanted me to do is really go full off and cuss him out. But I told Castro, if you really got a problem and if you want to move something, get on a plane, train, and come on down to San Antonio. Oh, I'm not going to do that. Well, then shut the hell up there because you're just talking yang. And I'm like, all of this energy you had for me, you should have been given to Tommy. And then he wanted to bring up Stomp Down. Well, you know, Stomp Down be talking about you. Okay, but Stomp Down ain't slapped me. Stomp Down ain't beat me with no broom handle. Stomp Down didn't hit me in the head with no wheel lock. So at the end of the day, Stomp Down can say whatever the hell he wants. Because we can say anything we want on our platform. Long as you don't touch me, you fine. So I guess he was trying to stir up some stuff like that. And I told him, I said, and again, you sit up there and listen to it. I said, I don't go listen to it. Because I know what he's about too. But you sit up there and listen to it. And now what you're trying to do is be passive aggressive. And Sister T, I didn't know who he was talking about, Sister T. So I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't know who he was talking about. Because he kept on saying, you know, and all of this. And so I'm like, who are you talking about? But again, if it is Stomp Down, you sit there and listen to it and take it personally, internalize it, and then you want to come on my platform to share your disgust because I guess you don't have a big enough audience. So you want to come on my platform and share your disdain for Stomp Down in a very passive aggressive manner.
So more people could hear it. Yeah.
But I don't have any response to Stomp Down because I don't go over there and listen.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I don't go over there and listen. So again, that's why we don't address it, because at the end of the day, I don't listen. But you go over there and listen and get mad, and Stomp Down got you right around his finger. Just like this ring, he got you right around his finger because you sit there and get upset about it, and you sit there and talk about him. And again, that's what you get. Mm-hmm. But don't come up here trying to be passive aggressive, and that's who you talking about. I didn't even know who he was talking about. Pastor, did you see the epic drag of Al by Diva? I did not. I didn't know they was fighting still. I didn't know they was fighting.
I didn't know they was fighting at all.
Yeah, so again, y'all, I'm telling you, Miss O, I'm not lying. When I tell you, I really don't look at a lot of stuff unless people send something, because again, you know, it's just like, okay, but that's what Castro did. And so since Sister T came up and pretty much told me who Castro was talking about, then I'm like, okay, it makes sense. But you sit up there fighting with the man because you looking at his commentary, internalizing it, feeling some kind of way. If you don't like the man, and if he makes you upset, then stop watching him. That's your fault because you watch him.
Yeah,
that's your fault. Like that. I mean, that's why I don't go back and forth, because I don't watch him. And then you're gonna try to come on my platform talking about some. I don't want to talk about that. You don't run shit on my platform. And I called it right on out. I said he gonna go right to his channel and have some commentary, because he don't have no commentary since he and Tommy can't fight, not because he don't want to, but he knows that he don't want them court papers to have him sitting up in that courtroom. And that's why he ain't talking about it. Because he would have been talking about him too if he could. Sister T said, I love me some Stomp, Jay Wilson, and Sister T, good. I had every Y'all don't take, yeah, I don't take it personally. I don't take it personally. I mean, but he the one who's sitting there internalizing it, and then he want to bring it to me, but yet ain't gonna put a name on it. And my thing is, if I have something to say to stomp down, I don't have a problem putting a name on it at all. But when you keep on watching stuff, and if it gets you upset, then why watch it?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I don't get with him. So what was he saying, D Miss O? Because I knew he was gonna go on, but I
I
didn't.
didn't hear much of it. It was like really low and it was cryptic and I couldn't understand it, so I turned off.
Child, it's always cryptic. It's always cryptic. My thing is speak your damn mind. You clicking on these links, talking about something, I don't want to say the name because I don't want to start nothing. Hell, you done started something by coming on clicking the link.
Right.
I mean, it's just like, are you serious? I don't want to start nothing. And then he be talking in hieroglyphics and baby, I'm like, Castro, get a grip. And my thing is, if you would use all of this energy to do something with yourself, you would be a lawyer right now. To be honest, you would be a lawyer right now. But again, you up here playing these games and making Easter baskets.
Mm. Well, I'd rather him make them baskets than be over there getting court dates with Tommy.
Child, and selling tail and throat. Child, and taking people money. I'm telling you, that was, hold on.
Oh, let me see. Who all in here now? Sister T, Sabrina, Phoebe, Fridge, Darcy. Hey, DC and Lisa. Every time I see that name Jordan Dash, I get a giggle. I'm like, where the hell let me get that name from? I'm gonna call him Jordan, Jordan Lamone. I like that. That's like a nice combining the two. Jordan Lamone. That's like an actor's name. That's what I'm gonna start calling him. That's my new name for him. Cause I'm like, where the hell he get that Jordan Dash from? Hey, Sparkles. There's a beef between Jordan and Deanna. Lord, how the hell that happened? Some of these beats be the most the weirdest combination. She don't hardly come on that much, and they don't even cross paths. What in the world? Jordan, Jimmy Jackson Johnson, baby, Sparkles, what you doing this morning? Sparkles always putting a little razzle dazzle. Oh, I thought that's what y'all. Okay. Oh, okay. Tracy. So Tracy. Oh yeah, Tracy and Jordan are into it because I think Tracy felt disrespected on the platform and came and did her video right after it happened. And I think Tracy said she got something else.
So D Miss O, I'm sorry, I just got a phone call, and yeah, somebody in the other half's family just had an accident. One person didn't make it, so it's some serious stuff going on.
Oh
So that's why
no.
I took that phone call. Yeah, it's bad. So I'll probably have to go to the hospital in a couple of well, when I get the text, I'll probably head on to the hospital. But y'all, yeah, keep them in prayer. So yeah, yeah,
Oh wow. Honey,
yeah.
real
So
life be life.
real life be life. That's what I'm saying, and thank you. Yeah. So that's what happened. And so I don't want to go too much in detail because you know how these people are, they'll be trying to dox. But
Right.
yeah, so please keep his family in prayer. So yeah, so that's sad. That is sad. And so yeah. But anyway, yeah, what else been going on, Miss O? I'm hearing you talk about. So Tracy and Diva is fighting. So that's the big thing right now.
Well, and Jordan Dash. Her and Jordan Dash fighting too.
So Tracy is fighting with
Lemon.
Lemon
Mm-hmm.
and Diva.
Yeah, and somebody else from over the way connected to Rob. I think Tracy got a couple battles on her hand right now.
My. Well, she's gonna handle them, I guess. I just don't,
Yeah.
I'm just too old to be fighting folk now. Hold on for a minute. We got somebody coming up.
Oh,
Hold on
okay.
for a minute. What's up, Sister T?
Hey, Jay Wilson, how you doing?
Sister T, I'm doing well. I didn't know. I'm so glad that you. Wait a minute now. Hold on for a minute. Ain't no friends on YouTube. I don't know why that popped up. Let me go cut that off, Sister T. I was trying to take the thing off. Lord
I
have
don't
mercy.
even know what you were trying to take what off.
Oh, look at your other little banner thing. What had happened?
Hold on, Sister
I,
T.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
know, but
No,
I'm gonna wait for him.
I was taking the banner down, and I hit the wrong banner. That's what I was saying, Sister T.
Oh, okay. How you doing, Jay Wilson?
You know what? I'm doing well. Like I said, I just got information that somebody just passed away. Somebody is living. So you know how
Oh,
that is.
wow.
It's real life stuff. It's real life stuff. But other than that,
Well,
I'm doing all right. I'm glad you
I
came
didn't hear
up.
that.
Yeah, I'm
I
glad
didn't
you.
hear that part.
Yeah.
I hope we don't have no delay or anything. I'm out here in my garden, so I'm not gonna show my face. But first, I want to speak to you, and I want to set the record straight so there won't be no kind of confusion
Uh-huh.
on anything.
Okay.
Jay Wilson and Sister T is cool. I don't give a fuck who you mad at, who you do have a problem with, who you disagree with. It ain't got nothing to do with Sister T. Sister T likes Stomp because Stomp at least say what the fuck on his mind like Jay Wilson do. I fuck with people that stand on their shit, but I don't get involved with nobody that got a problem with somebody else unless it involves Sister T. Sister T go everywhere, and I'm going to continue to do it. And if don't nobody like it, they can kiss my ass. I know it's a lot of people in all these chat don't fuck with me, but guess what? I don't fuck with you. So ain't nobody gonna tell me to fuck with a Jay Wilson be in his chat because he and Stomp may or may not have issues. I don't give a fuck. That's their issue, not
And
Sister
Sister
T.
T, it's really interesting because at the end of the day, I never had an issue with anybody. I don't even have an issue with Stomp Down. To
Well,
me, it is
I
what it
don't know.
is.
I don't know Jay Wilson. What I'm trying to get you to say, I don't know. I don't care. I need to get this out on your platform to let everybody know over here. Period. I go where the fuck I want to go. I'm gonna continue to do it, and I'm not gonna go into your ragged ass chat or even listen to your bullshit because I don't listen to garbage. I don't deal with trash. And if I like a person, regardless of who he fucking with, I'm gonna listen to him. This is
Exactly.
YouTube.
It's
You
YouTube.
go wherever you want to go, and can't nobody tell you who to watch and who not to watch, even though they may have a problem with this people. These people need to grow up. They get upset with you, even if they call themselves supposed to be fucking with you. That's why there's no friends on YouTube. If you listening or being another person's chat, they hate on your money. They hate on your damn support. Fuck them. That's how Sister T feels. So I just want to say this, and I'm gonna leave it there.
Hold on for a
And
minute.
I don't have to
Hold
say
on, Sister T.
anything.
I gotta ask you something too. And I
Oh,
agree with
okay.
you, Sister T. Number one, I don't have an issue with anybody. Long as you don't come up in my face, we good. You can say what the
I
hell
know
you
that's
want to.
right.
I don't get into that, Sister T. But I don't have an issue with anybody. If I don't want to listen to you, I don't go over and listen to you. But I'm glad you clarified that because Castro Cannon, you see how I said the name? Castro Cannon came to my chat talking, and obviously he had some on his mind because he was talking about stuff. And I'm like, well, who you talking about? Well, I don't want to say nothing because I don't want to cause no more problems. But yet you passive aggressive and you doing this. So I didn't know who he was talking about, to be honest. And so I saw what you said in the chat. And then you're going to try to school me on my channel. And I'm like, only thing I
You
said to you is I'm glad
misunderstood.
you're not doing what the other person doing and you keeping your mouth shut and then you get mad at that. Go ahead, Sister T.
You misunderstood what I said in the chat. See, let me tell you what I did. I always speak to the host first. And
Okay.
but I also know how Stomp is. So in case and I know how a lot of y'all are. And people that I fuck with, I'll say hey to them because they in the bushes listening, watching
Okay.
some fucking well.
Okay.
So that's what I do. But I always speak to the host first. And that's what I was doing with you. I didn't know what you all was talking about until I was listening. You follow me, honey?
Yeah, I
I
got
did
you. I
not
got
know.
you.
But I
I
just
got you.
wanted you to know that's how they went down because I think it was a misunderstanding in the chat. I only
Okay.
spoke to
Well,
Stump in case he was
I
talking.
wasn't really focused on that. I didn't know because
Oh,
again, when
okay.
Castro came up here talking in hieroglyphics, okay, he come up here talking in Morse code and Navajo language. I'm like, well, who you talking about? Well,
I got you.
I don't want to tell nobody. Well, then why are you telling me then? Obviously,
They
you
they
really want to tell.
They want, and y'all do, and Jay Wilson got a point. You want to speak on something, put a name on it. And
Put a
I ain't
name
got
on
nothing
it.
to do with it, but put a name on it or just be quiet because yeah, they know what they be doing though. But I'm gonna leave it because it ain't my business. But
Yeah, but he
anything,
came
any
over here.
when I mention anybody, trust me, I'm gonna put your name on. You ain't gonna have to worry about no discrepancies or nothing. That's why I hit the platform to let you know because they got a problem with me that sometimes they might see me in treasure lane and they'll say something. I don't fuck with you motherfuckers. I go over there for the host. I don't give a damn what the chat think about Sister T unless they fuck with Sister T. And that's what I want to make clear. That's it. That's all.
Yeah,
So
put a
you
name
take
on
care.
it though.
You,
So Sister
you
T and
but
I
put a
agree.
name on it.
Put a name on it. And then you know
Damn
you
right.
being messy. And I'm like, well, again, and I'm like, if you don't want to be on my platform, then click off. But what you're not gonna do is try to control what I say. You don't censor me. My thing is I didn't
Okay.
tell you to click on that damn link. But again,
Okay.
D Miss O, you only confirmed what I said. He was gonna run right to his channel because he didn't have nothing else to talk about since he can't talk about Tommy. In that situation, he ran right to his channel and started complaining. And you really don't have anything to complain about because, again, this is what you do. And I hate to say it, Castro. I'm sorry that man clocked you upside your head and beat you like Tina Turner and Ike, but it's this kind of stuff that I've been saying that you do, which you try to provoke people. And then when people match your energy, then you talking about something, don't hit me, stop it. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? See, and then you do all of that. Why are you doing this? Baby, he was about to lose his mind. And then the girls was clocking his tea by saying, how you talking about something you don't want your business out there, but we done seen you and Tommy whole relationship play out on YouTube. And I had to remind him. Go
Yep,
ahead, Miss O.
the whole relationship.
And I had to remind him, I tried to help you by saying you need to private this, or you need to not bring your relationship into this. I mean, okay, Sister T, thank you for coming up. So again, don't try to act like somebody is the enemy of Castro. When you really take a long, deep dive in this, I have been telling y'all to take this off of YouTube since y'all started. When that boy came up, I said, you need to call the cops because this is going to escalate. I said it. And when you showed that pow, I told Tommy, you need to call the cops because this is going to escalate. And what did it do? Escalate. Because you don't listen. And then you get mad at people and talking about something. Y'all all in my business. You don't tell your business. That's exactly right. Because I'm not obligated to. But you got to ask yourself, why do you think that it's good for you to come on and show all of this very negative footage of you and this man? I mean, you didn't think anything of it when that man had that beer can drinking and driving in that car and you was hanging all out the window. You didn't think about that. You didn't think about the long-term implications about that. And we were telling you then, get into the window. You don't want to cause attention to be drawn to you. Then they pull your car over and this boy is drinking beer and driving. But you don't even think about that. And that's why people thought that you were setting Tommy up, because it's like you doing crazy stuff that would draw attention to get him arrested. Oh Lord, kids said good morning. Castro was talking about Rita. Did you hear him say the person keeps going live from her daughter's page? I didn't. Let me tell you something. I ain't even go to his page to look. But Castro can't be talking about Rita because Castro
Him
got.
and Rita into it. Where the hell Rita been? The hell?
Well, I didn't even know Rita was coming on. I heard
Me
Lala
neither.
Diamond had did a video and then she deleted it. They said that Rita's going through some stuff, but baby, that stuff's so tragic. I can't go over there and watch that. I can't go over there and watch that. Somebody told me she was on. I refuse to go over there and watch it. But you can't speak on Rita's situation and you still living with your uncle in a room with no bathroom of your own. You don't even have your own kitchen. You up there flexing over some Easter baskets, getting a percentage of the profit. Okay, like you a partner at a law firm. I'm like, okay, but yeah, you know, you won't even get a stable job. And my thing is, can you not get a stable job because there's a challenge that you have or a disability? If you got a disability, you know you can put that on the form and the company get points for that. That may be an advantage for you. But, you know, you doing all of this, and this is why I know Castro is not as slow as we think. These people are slow to collect cash. They slow to get food stamps. That's why they slow, because they know how to work this system. But this is the thing. You're not that slow to know how to provoke somebody and to do X, Y, Z. And if you can do that, then you're not slow. You just there for the fish and the bread. You know how to fill out them forms to get that SNAP benefit. You know how to go to the free store to get the pick 5. So you ain't too dumb. You play slow to get money. And then you get mad at people when they call you to the carpet on it. You're not a dumb person, but I don't think you really want to work. And I don't really think you want to do anything. I just think you want to have a bohemian lifestyle, but you want to live like Robin Leach with caviar dreams, and it ain't happening.
I love to be a gypsy, but shit, the gypsy don't. You can't. The gypsy, you can't run no regular life with
You a
that.
gypsy when you got a trust fund over $3 million. But you can't do that, and you ain't, you know. So again, I just, you know, I look at these people, and this is what they do in the sector. And like I told Castro, because his whole deal was to kind of rile me up, but I cut it. I'm like, if you ain't coming down here to do nothing and to move something, then you ain't saying nothing.
Right.
You know, it's just ridiculous. But this is the kind of people we dealing with. And then you think somebody want that? And let me say this to Tommy and Castro. I don't want to even be in your shadow, much less your presence. I don't deal well with alcoholics. I don't deal well with loud, belligerent people who can't control their liquor. I don't deal with people who are not emotionally intelligent. I don't deal with people who don't want to work and they only want to get money off the system. Nobody don't want to deal with that. Do you know how many fine people in the world that got something? Not only do they look good, but they the other part of their life is good. So y'all ain't nothing but jawbone and booty, and that's it. And this is why people treat y'all like disposable dishes, like they treat y'all like disposable cameras. Once you're done with it, you just throw it away. And that's the sad part about it, because nobody really wants a long-term relationship with somebody who doesn't have anything to offer or somebody who is a liability. Y'all are liabilities. Anybody who can fight in the street, clock somebody in the head with an iron object is a liability. Anybody who in the front yard drinking pickle juice and eating dry waffles is a liability. Ain't nobody trying to deal with that. Ain't nobody trying to deal with that. You could be the finest person in the world, but when you got those kind of problems, you got that kind of baggage, nobody ain't trying to deal with that. The only thing they're going to do is try to sleep with you And once they get the goods, that's it. And the only time they will get in contact with you is when they need some more booty or more jawbone. And that's the only time they will get in contact with you. And anytime you go out to eat, it's because they want something from you and they paying for it. And that is it. And I hate to say that, but I don't want that. Let me say this. I have been in my relationship for a good minute. This person who I am with is just as capable of taking me on a vacation as I am taking him on a vacation. I purchased a ring for him and he purchased a ring for me. And it's not all about what he can do for me. It's what we can do for each other. What the hell you gonna do for me? Make me an Easter basket? What you gonna, if I gotta go to the hospital, what we gonna do? Take a bicycle? Oh, you can't even drive me to a hospital. You don't even have insurance. Let me tell you something. Me and my partner are beneficiaries on each other's insurance policies. How you don't even have an insurance policy. So if you were to leave today, I ain't getting shit but a basket. Are you serious? Girl, partnership is about love and business. You hear me? It's about love and business. People got married in the ancient days to continue to build a wealth. Don't get it twisted. People didn't even know each other and got married, and it was a arranged marriage. So don't sit up here and play, but you don't have nothing that I want. And even if I were physically, which I'm not, but even if I were physically attracted to you, it ain't worth the risk. Girl, all Little Rock done had you. Everybody done had you. So nobody don't want nothing used like that. Why do I want to get a used tire that's bald while I can go to Discount Tire and get a whole tire with tread on it? How you go down? Let me move on out the way. But I mean, people think you want them. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Negative. Negative. And I'm being real. And I'm not putting you down. I've been telling you to invest in yourself. But if you don't want to invest in yourself, then nobody can make you do that. They got the nerve to tell somebody was trying to get him to a cabin in Gatlinburg to seduce him. Ho, nobody don't need to take you to Tennessee to do that. Ho, they can go to Little Rock and buy you a burger and do it at the restaurant if they really wanted to, because you that kind of ranchy hoe. You's a ranchy hoe. It ain't even a word. It's a country word. You just ranchy. I wouldn't even spend the money. The hoe didn't even have enough money to pay for a hotel room or pay for the plane ticket. And hell, plane ticket was going for about $75 round trip. And he couldn't even take care of that. And then you think somebody want that? And you ain't 20. You in your mid-30s. Grow up. Child, Tommy want him, and he ain't doing shit either. It's sad. It's sad. Nobody don't want them. Everybody thinks somebody want them. Nobody don't want them. Even if somebody did want you after the display y'all shown, nobody don't want that. Y'all number alcoholics with dysfunction. I heard you had ED too. I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh,
Tommy has proven that. Yeah, Tommy has proven that he's not loyal. He's not trustworthy. Baby, he up there spilling all the tea on Castro. And Castro has proven that he is passive aggressive and that he provokes people and try to hide behind this demure type of demeanor. And people see right through it. Nobody ain't dealing with all of that. And the sad part about it is y'all so hot. Y'all so this. Y'all so sexy. But y'all don't have no relationship. Y'all can't keep nobody. I wonder why. See, that's the real truth. You can talk about me and my relationship till the cows are blue. I'm still in one. Why can't y'all stay in one? If y'all so sexy, why can't y'all stay in a relationship? See, that's the real tea right there. So, Demons, I gotta go. I gotta go because I gotta get here. I gotta sing today. But baby, I just had to say what I needed to say, honey, because these girls are not well. These girls are not well at all. So, okay, I'll do that too. I'll do that too. But look, y'all, I want to thank Demons O for coming up. I want to thank Sister T for coming up and doing what she do. Appreciate y'all so much. I gotta go, but I appreciate y'all. And look, I don't hate nobody, but sometimes you just gotta tell it. People don't want that. I don't want that. Even if I was single, I wouldn't want that. They could give it away. I still don't want that. Girl, it's bad when you don't have nothing and then you get that and your shit become negative assets. Okay, I mean, you should get zero and keep zero, but it's bad when you get negative and your zero is below zero. Look, your zero goes below zero. Girl, you got zero and then now you got negative 25. No ma'am. No ma'am. Girl, you going past prime numbers. You going below prime numbers. No ma'am. No ma'am. Absolutely not. Y'all take care. Peace.